Now Vidura says, when you ill-treat your servants like this, he is your first enemy. The next day he will think of adding some poison in your food. He will finish you, that's all. So never be cruel to servants, they will become your enemies. Because servants upon whom you depend for food, for shelter, and these people, they help the enemies. There was one freedom fighter called Thiran Chinnamalai. In his name, bus transport is going on. This Thiran Chinnamalai was a very brave man. He was tall with broad shoulders. He could manage some 25 people with one sword in his hand. So these British people could not arrest him at all. So what they did was, they caught hold of the cook. They paid him sumptuously. And while eating Thiran Chinnamalai, he never removes his sword. But that particular day, the servant insisted, Maharaja, why do you carry this heavy sword while eating? Please keep it below. He thought he is saying that out of goodwill. He removed the sword, kept it on the floor, started eating. All of a sudden, from the floor, some 35 British people came up. There was a hole. They had made a mine like that. They entered and they came to arrest him. Thiran Chinnamalai understood that it is the work of his cook. You know what he did? He gave a heavy slap on the cheek of the cook. The slap was so heavy that he died on the spot. Thiran Chinnamalai was so healthy. So, oncoming dangers are from servants. So, never ill-treat them. Be careful. Point 15. Wealth and health are great friends. The deceased are equal to corpses. He says, wealth amassed and health maintained, they are very good friends of you. With no money, you cannot enjoy them. With no good health, you cannot carry on your life. Vidura says, a man who is living with many diseases is equal to a dead body, corpse. He cannot eat anything, he cannot drink anything. All his friends will take him to a party, they will enjoy, but this fellow cannot do anything. What is the point in having lakhs and crores of rupees with no ability to enjoy food? So maintain your health. What is the way to maintain your health? No? In a later shloka, Vidura says, offer Shraddha to your ancestors, your father, dead father, father's father, your ancestors, you must give Shraddha, Tarpana. That death ceremony must be repeated every month. That gives you health and longevity. But nowadays, in the last 50 years, this custom has gone away. Nobody is bothered about the dead father. If you go and tell him, you must do Tarpana to your father, you know what he says? As long as he was alive, he was a villain to me. Now I am happy that he is dead. You are coming with a new chapter, that your father is not dead, you must do Tarpana. I won't do it. But giving Shraddha and Tarpana keeps you healthy and long-lived. If you can't do it ritually, you can pray for them daily. My father, his soul must be at peace. Usually the question put up to me is, supposing my father is reborn again, when I give Shraddha or Tarpana, where will he go? Because they are finding out a way from abstaining to do Shraddha. But the Garuda Purana says, if your father is reborn, say as a dog, what you do as Shraddha and Tarpana will be collected by Pitul Devas, it will be converted into Punya, it will reach the dog. All of a sudden, the owner of the dog will feel a special affection to it. He will arrange for a special doctor, a dog soap, a treatment, costly treatment for it. In Pondicherry, we come across such dogs very much. You know how much of money they spend on dogs. What a costly food they give. So, whether your father or father's father is reborn or not, it is immaterial. You keep doing your duty. They will get the due. That gives you health. Vidura is very particular about it. I know one old man who was an Ayurvedic doctor. He said, my son, during my infancy, I never came across so many doctors, so many clinics. Today you see 3 medical shops in one street, 50 doctors in one small village. Why? Diseases have multiplied. Because people don't live properly. So to escape from disease, you must give tarpana. Then, 16. Those who exhibit their bravery to sadhus, women and cows will fall down. There is a sadhu, Swamiji. He eats very little. He can't fight with you physically. But there are some people who go and ill-treat them. They exhibit their bravery. They pull their beard. What man, what are you thinking of yourself? You think you are Vasishta? Ill-treat them, beat them. Similarly, they ill-treat cows, women. So those people who show their bravery to these 3 people, they will fall down like a ripe fruit from the branch of a tree. They are sure to meet a very tragic end as early as possible. There are places where you can exhibit your bravery, and there are places where you cannot. There are people whom you must worship, you must respect, you must bow your head to, and you must never lose your temper against them. You must know to obey them, you must be humble to them. But if you fail to do so, and if you ill-treat them, God is watching you. Your fortune is bound to go. That is point number 16 now. Then, point number 17. Don't think that Vidura gave only this many points. He gave hundreds of points, of which I chose only 22. Point number 17. Silence is better than speech. Don't think by eloquent speech you can make others understand. But if you keep quiet, you can make them understand more efficaciously. So keep quiet. Always keep quiet. Nowadays India has given freedom of speech to all people. Each one stages days in the 4 corners of the street. They start shouting blah 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 blah. That fellow is like this fellow is like this. We are tired of listening to such talks. But if you keep quiet, it will be more effective. Gandhi did that. You can't expect M.K. Gandhi to speak loud. He will talk in a very low tone, very slowly, limited words. And he became the Mahatma, number 1 leader of India. Then, point 18 says, earn for the night during daytime, earn for the rainy season during summer, earn for the old age in youth, work for the next birth now itself. During rainy season, you cannot go out, you cannot earn money. So while it is a bright day, a sunshiny day, you amass money, hoard it, save it. What you need for night, you must earn in daytime, so that you can sleep peacefully. For old age, you can earn in young days. For next birth, you earn now itself, punyas. I think you know a story. In Madurai, a certain Pandya king was ruling. He had the habit of going around the city for checking in disguise. While he went like that, he found an old man sleeping in a veranda of a house. He thought that old man is a thief. So he kicked him with his leg. Hey, get up, man. Who are you? Where are you from? What are you up to? He said, I am an old Brahmin. I am going to Kashi. On the way I came to Madurai. The sun set and I could not walk further. So this night I have decided to spend in this house veranda. Tomorrow I will go. I am not a thief. Then the Pandya king asked, hey, you are telling lies. If you are a Brahmin, you must be knowing Sanskrit. Come on, give me a Sanskrit sloka. Let me see. Then that Brahmin gave this sloka. Earn for your old age in youth, earn for your nights during daytime, earn for your rainy seasons during summer, earn for the next birth, now itself. Then the king wanted a meaning for it. He explained. Then the king became clear-minded. No, this man is not guilty. So he said, okay, take rest, sleep well. I am sorry for ill-treating you. I will go my way. But while going back to the palace, this was ringing in his ears. You must yearn for the next birth now itself. He told himself, for rainy season I have enough money. I am born rich. For night times my khajana is full. For old age also, we are traditionally kings. We don't have the penury pressure. But now for the next birth, yearn punya now. What should I do? He didn't know. The following morning he assembled the darbar. He called all ministers and he put this question. Who is Lord Omnipotent? Anyone who convinces me with a satisfactory answer will be given a good reward. Then all those Pandits came out with different answers. He was not happy. Then there was one man called Vishnu Chitta. He was working in Srivilliputur temple as an archaka. In his dream, Vatapatra Sai, that is the Lord of Srivilliputur, appeared. Go to Madurai. He explained to the king that I am the overall Lord and get the reward. This Vishnu Chitta said, what are you talking? I am illiterate. I do not know Sanskrit. How can I go and argue with the king? He said, you go, man. You will get whatever you want. So obeying the command of Lord Vishnu, Vishnu Chitta went to Madurai. He entered the Raja Darbar. When he entered, Lord Vishnu appeared before him. He touched his forehead with the Panchajanyam. Panchajanyam is the conch on his left hand. It is Jnana Swarupa. All of a sudden he started quoting from the Vedas, Puranas, Idigas, eloquently. He proved to the king that Lord Narayana is the omnipotent Lord. And the prize reward came down automatically to his hands. And it is this sloka that is behind that story. Vidura gave that idea. Then, Shanti Srarda must be done for elders, at least by other agents. If you can't do it, we employ a Prohita, pay him well, he will do it.